Only on 4 tonight, in the last 4 months, 4 veterans have taken their own lives in Cameron County alone. Around the country, it is 22 a day. CBS 4's Nestor Mato tells us what is being done to help Valley veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Veterans say the problem is getting worse in the Valley. That's why they came together to raise PTSD awareness and lower the number of suicides. Salvador Castillo spent 10 years in the Air Force and Army serving in Afghanistan. He says when he came back home, a war continued. This time he was fighting post-traumatic stress disorder.
I came home and I couldn't stand being around regular civilians.
The 37-year-old says transitioning back into society was scary. He said, like many veterans, he faced several internal and external battles.
I did face homelessness. I did face the struggle to get a job, divorce, alcohol problems.
Castillo now helps others in the same predicament as director of the Cameron County Veterans Department. He says in the last 3 years, 12 veterans have committed suicide right here in the Rio Grande Valley. 4 of those deaths in the last 4 months alone.
The actual problem is in our backyard. You don't think it's affecting us down here, but that's far from the truth.
Veterans group Warriors United in Arms held a meeting hoping to raise awareness and encourage people to seek help at Veterans Affairs clinics and in other resources. Organizers say PTSD can lead veterans to prison, drugs, and even death.
A meeting like this can save a life.
Laura Lee Ortiz broke down during the meeting. She works with families of veterans and has seen suicide affect loved ones firsthand.
They don't know what their spouses and their children are going to go through.
Several county officials and even a veteran's psychologist spoke to the vets about the warning signs and seeking help. The aim is to let veterans know they are not alone.
If we stand united, it'll be harder for one person to consider maybe suicide.
Castillo says there is a need for more resources in the Valley, but the problem is many vets here don't seek help. He says federal funding goes where there's a demand for it. He encourages all vets to seek assistance. In the studio, Nestor Mato, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com.
And experts say 20% of all veterans will develop PTSD.